Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, we're actioning. 22 seconds. All right.
Our final paper discusses random acts of kindness and the incentives that are based beyond them. What incentivizes people to perform a random act of kindness? We primarily asked what motivates people to perform the random acts of kindness, and we asked 8 simple questions via survey. We asked first gender and age questions, just to gauge our demographics. We then asked if one was more or less likely to perform a random act of kindness if they believe they will receive something in return. We then asked if they believe in karma, or if they receive something, if they're more likely to give a random act of kindness. If they're more likely to help someone with a common association, such as a similar school or organization, than they are to someone without. We asked if non-verbals, such as appearance, influence their decision. And we also asked if they're more or less likely to help someone via the internet than in person. I'll now pass it on to Connor.
Alright, see, we did some research on what others say and other experts, and one of the articles we did was upstream reciprocity and the evolution of gratitude. And pretty much is what it goes into depth to explain is that the fact that if somebody is helped, they're more likely to help other people, and therefore it creates the pay-it-forward mentality. Hold on 1 second. All right. Okay. All right. And then this is the other article we did. We were asking the question if attractiveness has anything to do with the likelihood that somebody will get helped. And sadly, it was true that people judge people by the cover. And if a stranger is more physically attractive, they are more likely to be helped than a person who is normal, average looking. And then what others say, another thing is homie filthy, is the fact that people are more likely to identify with a group. And this was in the article that sociologists did on wondering about the pay-forward thing and how, like, what groups people do it to form a common identity, and they feel more comfortable, and it's more cost efficient to help somebody who is more like you. Alright, now Grady will talk about doing investigations.
For our investigations, we distributed a survey to 69 different people using social media and email. We had 69 people take the survey. 54% were female, 44% were male, 2% chose not to answer, and primarily they were ages 18 to 24, which pretty accurately reflects the UWRF campus. And we found out that 40% of takers believe in karma, 62% are more likely to help if they have been helped, and 80% of people are less likely to help people via internet. Whether it's easier than in person or not, they're less likely to help people via the internet than they are in person. The survey went out and came back fairly quickly, and we got primarily River Falls students, so I feel that it mirrors the campus very well. What's up?
So what motivates us to be kind to strangers? What does all of this mean?
Good.
So our findings are that despite our motives, we are generally ready to help out a stranger in need. What this means can be best explained by moral philosopher and father of economics Adam Smith, who believed that humans are highly social creatures, therefore our social nature is what motivates our virtue to do the right thing and help out those in need. In our survey, participants said they'd be more willing to help out a stranger in person than they were to help out a stranger over the internet. This may mean a lot of different things. One is that we might trust somebody in person than more likely than trusting that person over the internet. Of all Of all 6 motivations we examined, we found that the number 1 motivation to be kind to a stranger comes from a past experience in which we have felt gratitude towards someone who has been kind to us. Our findings match the findings we found in the article Upstream Reciprocity and the Evolution of Gratitude. In their study, they found that when a person was helped by another felt gratitude and other positive emotions such as joy, bliss, love, excitement, appreciation, that they themselves became more inclined to help others. Next, we found that our second greatest motivation was karma. What this means is that people believe that if they do good things will happen to them. That's if they help out a stranger, maybe something good will happen to them in the future. So, for example, let's say somebody believes in karma loses a wallet, and then they feel more inclined to return that wallet or to the police station, because they feel that they're increasing their probability of a stranger returning something of theirs in the future. Next, we found that the third biggest motivation to help out strangers derives from our association with that person. What this means is that we're more inclined to help out strangers who we work at the same company with, who we might play the same sport with, or who we might go to school with. So, for example, if you were in Las Vegas and you were approached by another person wearing a UWF sweatshirt and they asked us to help them find their best friend because they're getting married the next day, we might be more inclined to help that person because we feel connected to them because they also go to school at UWF. The fourth greatest motivation for helping out a stranger comes from the influence of that stranger's nonverbal cues. 49% said they'd be more motivated to help out a stranger based on their looks. What this means is that how we carry ourselves does have an influence on others, and our findings match those in the article Judging a Book by its Cover, Beauty and Expectations in Trusting. In their study, they found that humans are more attentive to those who are more attractive and therefore more likely to help out those individuals in need. Lastly, of all the motivations, 28% said that they'd only help out a stranger if they knew they'd get something in return. 54% said they didn't need to expect something in return, and 19% said they were neutral. What this means is that most of us do not need compensation to help out a stranger. This finding also helps us to further prove our overall finding that regardless of our motivations, most of us are willing to help out those in need. So what this means is that maybe Adam Smith is right, we are highly social creatures, and therefore our social nature is what motivates us to help others. Oh, I was supposed to turn into that. You guys might have to.
That's okay. Continue on. Next. Alright. We found that this was a very inspiring research topic. We learned that the pay it forward method is effective and did some research on it, and if you help 3 people, and then them people help 3 people, all this would have to do is repeat itself 25 times, and everybody in America will have been paid forward to. So that was very inspiring. So in other words, like the idea behind it is like one person can change many lives, and every action he has can be impactful and influential. If we conducted this experiment again, we would definitely get more surveys if we had more time. And we distribute the surveys a lot better so that more people of different locations and demographics would get them. Yes, this still is a very important issue, as we stated in the beginning. I mean, people being kind is just a thing that everybody wants to see, and it doesn't really matter how or why we do it, but it changes lives. And that is it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing it again.
Thank you for